person. I feel like a piece of crap.
What's going on? You tell me what's going on. Y'all just put out on me. Chill out.
Finger rest right now. Put it in pulse.
Ah, y'all have
On October 11th, 2022, an officer from the La Crosse Police Department tried to stop 26-year-old Keaton Stein, who was riding his bicycle without a front light. Despite the officer's repeated requests for him to stop, Keaton continued riding at the same speed, ignoring the commands.
Your narrative has been updated.
He is still continuing north towards Salem Road. Now eastbound Salem Road.
Copy eastbound and Campbell from Loomis alleyway southbound.
You ain't gonna win, buddy. There's more cars coming.
What do you guys even want?
Stop the damn thing. You have a bike light out. It's just a damn bike light, you idiot. Knock it off. You want to get bit? I'll send them right now.
Within minutes, several officers were called for backup, and one of them even spoke to Keaton from his car.
Then stop. You have no bike light. There's an ordinance for that. Then you'll be done. You don't need anything else. All you are is looking at tickets. If I have to get out and chase you, you go to jail automatically. Because you don't have a bike light and you ain't stopping for police. What's the point? Why does it have to go to this dude?
Why does it?
Because you won't stop. You're the one making the decision, not me. But you need to stop when a cop asks you to stop. Says who?
Says the law.
Name the law. Obstructing. 94641, Parent 1.
Obstructing me on my way home.
That's because you don't have a light on your bike.
Keaton continued riding until an officer finally stopped him. Moments later, the cops were trying to arrest him.
On the ground. Get on the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground.
I didn't do
Right now. Get on the ground. On your face.
Ah, y'all have I'm pressing charges. Let's leave. Alright, chill the f out.
Why don't you listen to it?
Why don't you guys listen? I didn't do anything, retards.
I already explained it to you.
Oh, I didn't have a bike light?
Alright, get the hell out of my
Stop!
Alright, chill the f out. My arm hurts.
Stop resisting that.
Please stop. This is f***ing bull, dude. You power hungry cops always trying to f with somebody.
Guess what? If you would have just pulled over, it wouldn't have gone
Guess
this way,
what?
right?
If you just off and let me go home, it wouldn't be. None of us would have this problem.
Okay.
Keaton was eventually arrested by the cops, who explained that the situation could have been avoided if he had stopped initially. However, Keaton argued that the officers had no legal reason to stop him and that he hadn't broken any laws.
Doing anything.
The only thing I was going to do is stop you and write you a warning for not having a bike
A
light.
warning for not having a bike. Really?
That's exactly
you
what
have
I was going
nothing
to do.
better to be doing right
That's
now.
exactly what I was going to do.
You have nothing better to be doing.
Nope, this is the best as it gets.
Dude, what's your name? Do you have an ID on you? In your pocket? We're gonna have to search you anyways. Is it in there?
I don't answer questions.
Right.
Alright, get up.
Easy on the f***ing shoulder. Criminal information. Riding my bike home and I get you guys tackling my f***ing bang. And laugh too when you ain't finding nothing that you obviously seem to think you're finding.
The officers searched Keaton while he explained why he had started to flee.
Because I want to go f***ing home. I don't want to with you guys. You guys are always trying to catch somebody up on some bullshit, dude. I know how this works.
Your name's Keaton?
What's it say on the ID? Sorry. Why did you choose to be a cop? May I ask that? You feel like you're doing like good for the greater good or something? Like what?
I don't know. Why do you
what
choose
is
to
it
run
really?
from the police? Do you feel like you're
Because
doing
I don't
good?
trust the police. Look at all the people getting by police for walking.
Oh yeah, just for walking?
Yeah, just for walking.
Do you have a job?
Why does it matter?
I was gonna ask you if you like your job.
I do like my job when I have one, but no, I'm out of work.
Given the prevalence of police brutality reports online, Keaton's perspective was understandable. He wasn't mentally prepared for the police interaction, which led him to flee.
Sacked off my bike.
Is your shoulder
And
dislocated?
You shouldn't have tackled me.
Is it dislocated?
I didn't do to him, and I'm gonna catch a charge for it.
Yep.
As if, dude.
Yeah. Well, this whole situation could have been avoided.
Yeah,
if you
this
just
whole
would've stopped.
situation could have been avoided. You could have been out doing something worth the time.
I told you this is as good as it gets, bro.
This is as good as it gets. Somebody on a bike.
Yep.
Find a new job. Nah, where's my phone? Don't touch my.
We're just gonna safety lock these so they don't sit on you, okay?
The officers then escorted Keaton to the back of a police cruiser to take him to the police station. They informed him that he might be charged with felony assault because the officer who tried to pin him down had injured his shoulder in the process.
And I'm sure my bike's gonna be gone now too.
Yeah, we're gonna take it for safekeeping or something for now.
Not a felony charge, right?
It is a felony charge.
Are you serious, dude?
Nope.
Wow. Wow. What the ever, man. You realize how badly that to me, right?
Well, I'm not the one that chose to run from the
Yeah,
police.
whoever the dude, yeah. Hey, man. I swear to God, if this charge doesn't get dropped, dude, that's it. Like, my life is basically over. Great. For some you don't land on your bike. Congratulations. You didn't stop or anything you didn't stop. Are you the one that said that about if you were my dad, you'd be disappointed too?
What's that?
You the one that said that about my dad?
I just said I'd be disappointed if I was your parents.
Well,
yeah.
that's not. I didn't ask for your opinion as far as that's concerned.
The officer was taken to the hospital, where it was found that he had a separated shoulder.
Oh, just breathe, dude. Breathe.
Camera's broke.
We had literally had a conversation for 4 blocks while you guys were calling it all out.
I was on. I just, when I hit him, it broke.
Don't turn on right now.
I can tell us by looking at you how much lower it is right now.
Yeah, this is not good. This sucks.
I did not expect you to bull rush him. Plus, like, I'm not gonna hit him with the damn car, so.
No, he was stopping.
What happened?
Was he going this way and then you just...
I happened to be here. I was like, oh, here we go.
And just flushed him?
Although it wasn't Keaton's fault, as he wasn't attacking the officer, he was still taken to the police station. There, he was charged with a felony for resisting an officer causing injury and a misdemeanor for disorderly conduct.
Have you been in here before or no? Yeah. Okay. So you just go right over there and take a seat then. Take a seat right there. Perfect. Thank you.
As of today, the charges against Keaton are still pending. A tragic incident unfolded when Amber Geiger accidentally tried to unlock the door of Unit 1478 at the Southside Flats, leading to her immediate firing by the Dallas Police Department. Her career as a law enforcement officer ended, and an innocent man died as a result of the situation that followed. The entire video, starting when Officer Lee arrived at the Southside Apartments and ending when he left, was shown during the trial. This continuous footage allowed the jury to see the events as they happened, capturing the atmosphere and actions of those involved.
Until you walk out of both from John's apartment, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then what we'll do is, so that way the jury gets a good look without being interrupted.
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to go over it again and just point out some things that I think are important, okay?
Yes, sir.
And if you want, Officer Lee, you're more than welcome to look at any of these TVs, but you also have one right next to you. Just make yourself as comfortable as you want.
The footage offers a first-hand view of the scene, showing the interactions between officers and witnesses. Jean lies on the floor, surrounded by blood after being killed. Officer Michael Lee, along with other officers, is seen observing the body. In court, Geiger explained that her exhaustion from a long day at work led her to park on the wrong floor of her apartment building, making it difficult for her to find the correct level. She described how she approached the apartment door with her belongings in one hand and heard movement inside.
As you inserted the key, or started to insert the key into the lock, did you see anything wrong with the door?
I saw it was cracked open.
Okay, keep your voice up.
It was cracked open.
Okay. And that's as you're putting the key in?
Yes, sir.
And when you say cracked open, you see the exhibit on the monitor? Yes. Okay, you remember that video when they showed how the door didn't close? Now this is from the inside. Were you viewing the same type of situation with the door from the outside?
Yes, I was.
Okay. As the key goes into the keyhole.
As Geiger inserted her key, she noticed the door crack open. Unlike her usual routine, the unexpected movement of the door heightened her anxiety, as she typically just unlocked and turned the key.
When I come home, I just put the key into the keyhole, and then I turn it to the left, and then I unlock or use the door handle and turn it down and push open the door.
And what happened this time?
What happened was I put the key into the lock. I see that it's cracked open, and at the same time, I'm hearing this moving around. But me putting the key fob into the lock is pushing the door open. And everything's happening all at once.
Okay, let me ask you that.
When the figure identified as Botham Jean, an accountant with PricewaterhouseCoopers, moved toward her and didn't follow her commands, Geiger testified that this led to the fatal incident. She described Jean as yelling angrily.
There was a loud yell. He was yelling, "Hey, hey, hey," in an aggressive voice.
Okay. I'll let you put this down. Now, first I want to put you over here. You said you saw this figure against the wall and he was moving around.
Yes.
Can you just demonstrate for us the manner in which you saw the figure moving
He
around?
was just moving around, pacing back and forth.
Okay. And that's what you saw when you opened the door?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And then you described what the commands you told it?
Yes.
Okay. But things like that. What are you doing when we hear those things? Do you know?
I'm doing the sternum rub on him. I'm rubbing his chest, just trying to keep him there.
I want to play that 911 tape for you again, and then I'll have some questions for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Geiger expresses deep remorse, acknowledging her guilt and feelings of unworthiness. She struggles with self-hatred and the profound impact her actions have had on Botham Jean's family.
I feel like a terrible person. I feel like a piece of crap. I hate that I have to live with this every single day of my life. And I ask God for forgiveness, and I hate myself every single day. I feel like I don't deserve the chance to be with my family and friends. I wish he was the one with the gun that killed me. I never wanted to take an innocent person's life. And I am so sorry. This is not about hate. It's about being scared that night.
The defense played Geiger's emotional 911 call, where she repeatedly expressed concern about a possible break-in. She mentioned trying CPR, but her attention shifted between resuscitation efforts and contacting emergency services. She also paused CPR to text her romantic partner and police colleague for help, though it ultimately proved futile.
You also indicated that you've never done CPR before.
No, I have not.
Well, you were trained to do CPR in the academy, were you not?
We were trained. I've never done it on an actual person.
All right, so at least then to the extent that you weren't suggesting that you didn't know how to properly perform CPR.
They taught us briefly in the academy.
You knew how to perform CPR properly, right?
I never done it on a person. I couldn't say I
Ms. Geiger, were you trained to do CPR properly?
Yes, we were.
Okay, were you at those classes?
Yes, I was.
Were you paying attention during those classes?
Yes, I was.
Did you properly perform CPR on Mr. John?
No, I did not.
And you could have, right?
I tried to do a little CPR.
Why would you try and do a little CPR on a man who's dying who needs your full attention?
Because I had to keep getting up to see where I was at.
That was more important than giving life-saving help to this man.
I had no idea where I was at.
You were able to tell the 911 call taker very, very soon on that you were in apartment 1478. After that moment, why couldn't you have given him full, undivided, and proper attention?
I was still on the phone with...
You can put the phone on speakerphone, ma'am.
I had so much stuff racing through my head.
Following the tragic 2018 incident where Geiger fatally injured an innocent man whom she mistakenly thought was in her own apartment, she was convicted of murder. After less than 2 days of jury deliberation, Geiger faces a potential prison term ranging from 5 to 99 years. Several police officers arrive at a college campus and point their weapons at 21-year-old Altaf Hassan and his 18-year-old friend, Giovanna Robertson. Earlier, they had received a report of a robbery at a strip mall 2 blocks away, with information that the suspects were armed. After searching the students and finding no weapons, they were released without charges. Despite this, the officers soon arrived at a parking lot, immediately aimed their weapons at Altif and Giovanna, instructed Altif to move towards them backward, and detained him.
I got him. Bring him back. I got him.
What's the location?
Put your hands behind your back. Passenger, keep your hands in the air! Just tell me what's going on. You're being detained right now. Huh? You're being detained right now. For what? What happened? For what? Stand up. What? Stand up. What happened, bro? Back here. Come here. Spread your legs. Spread your legs. Yo, I don't know, bro. Get back. Like, get back right now. Bro. Back up. Back up. Yo, y'all not gonna tell me what's going on? Y'all just gonna sit here and detain me like that? I don't got no rights. Close your mouth. All right. I swear to God, y'all better have a valid reason for this. Or what? Or what? Come on. Bro, you not... Gia. Y'all got all these cop cars on us. What the happened? He's gonna tell you in a second. Just listen to what he tells you. Have a seat in the car. Have a seat in the car. Got me on campus looking crazy, and I even...
Giovanna gets out of the vehicle and carefully follows the officer's instructions. They tell her to kneel on the ground and then place her in handcuffs.
Who else is in the car? Put your hands behind your back.
Passenger, put your hands out of the window. Do it now.
Who else is in the car? There's nobody else in the car. You sure? Yeah. Okay, step up.
Passenger, open the door. Do it now.
There's nobody in the car.
I'll explain to you in a second. Come here, come here. You have anything on you?
No.
Just a phone?
I have my phone. And a lip gloss.
Just a phone? What's this?
Lip gloss.
Okay. Come on back here.
Can you tell us what you did,
You're just
please?
being detained right now.
For what?
You're being detained. We'll tell you in a second. Have a seat right there. Just have a seat. We'll be with you in a second.
The officer tells his colleague that no one else is in the vehicle. They decide to check the car while he remains with the suspects. He opens the door to speak with Altif, who clearly isn't pleased about being arrested.
Alright. They say there's nobody else in the car, but... Yeah. You guys want to do an approach? Yeah, take the Jack go out with you. I'll stay back here with these guys.
What the hell is going on?
Is anybody else in the car?
Nobody else is in the
You
car.
and I?
Obviously, nobody's in the car, bro.
I'm asking you, yes or no? Anybody else in the car?
I just told you nobody was in the...
Okay.
What's going on?
Nobody's in the what?
Can you tell me
Nobody's
what's going
in the
on?
car? I'll tell you in a minute. Just sit tight.
Y'all can't...
An officer goes back to Altif to ask for permission to search his vehicle. Altif, frustrated by the situation, raises his voice at the officers.
What's going on? You tell me what's going on. Y'all just pulled out on me. Chill out.
I'm about to tell you what's going on. So, before I tell you that, you have the right to remain silent.
I got you. You're the boss.
Anything you say can will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford to hire an attorney.
What's going on, man?
To you before any question if you wish. You understand your rights as it is right to you?
Yes, what's going on?
Alright, so apparently there was a witness that said that you may or may not have done something up the road.
With a gun?
Yeah.
Oh! Did y'all find the gun? Did y'all find the...
I was going to ask if you would give us consent to search your vehicle.
Go search my vehicle, you... What the... Search my vehicle. Go ahead.
I'm right here.
Cause you got me in handcuffs. Y'all just had out on me. Go check my vehicle. What the wrong with you? Go ahead. Go check my vehicle.
Thief!
You sound tough.
I am so
Thief, you gotta chill out, bro. You're in a cop car. Chill the out.
So, before we search your car, we have to present you with a form.
They didn't find nothing, so it's on them, but chill the out.
Alright, so would you sign a form giving us consent to search your vehicle?
Hell yeah.
An officer approaches Giovanna to explain why she and Altif are being detained. He asks if Altif had pointed a weapon at her, and she replies that he did not.
Did they explain to you why we're here? Anybody talk to you?
One of the cops.
What did he say to you?
Someone said he had a...
Okay. So we got a report that he came out of one of the stores that you guys were up at, and he pointed a gun at the car. So
At a car? At someone else's car?
No, at your car. At the car that you were in. And you were in the car, I'm assuming? Yeah. Did he point anything at you, even if it wasn't? Is it something that they could have mistaken to be a gun?
No, because when he walked into we went to the glasses to get his glasses.
Yeah.
He walked in, got his glasses, he put them on. And
Were you in the car still?
Yeah.
When he was out, were you up in the fire zone
I was
somewhere?
in the front seat. They probably thought it was his glasses. I don't know. He didn't.
All right. But did he show them to you? Did he? I'm trying to find out.
He showed, like, he
maybe
had them
this
on.
guy who called and said this, maybe he's making a mistake. And that could be. Yeah. But the guy told us that he pointed something at you. So I'm asking you,
he didn't point anything at me.
Point anything at you jokingly? Did he show you his glasses? Maybe the guy mistook that for... No? There's no explanation why that guy would say that he did that.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't really paying attention. Like when he walked out the store, he was just walking. That's my close friend.
That's why you guys are stopped. That's why you're being detained right now. That's the only reason.
Lawsuits were filed against the officers, accusing them of causing emotional distress both negligently and intentionally. In March 2023, State Trooper Michael Harbin was on patrol when he noticed a car driving by. He pulled the vehicle over, approached the driver, and promptly asked for their identification.
You need a driver's insurance with us? What? I can pull it up, but the law requires you to have it. Yeah, pull it up. Look, where's the stop? Give me the speed.
Jessica, the driver, asked Officer Harbin why she was pulled over, to which he responded it was for speeding. Although she provided her ID, the trooper became aggressive and lost his composure when Jessica questioned his behavior.
When I got behind you, you were doing 165. Listen to me. If you keep lying to me... I'm not lying to you. Where's your insurance?
You have my insurance.
Where's it at?
Listen
to me, the law requires you to provide it, not for me.
Why are you screaming?
Because you're not giving it to me, so now you're going to get a ticket for it, okay?
The law does not allow you to scream at me at all.
It gives me the authorized to do it, though. Yes, it does.
Nobody has the authorization to scream at somebody, sir.
Listen to me.
I've never heard in my life.
Shut up and listen to me.
Don't tell me to shut up, sir. Don't tell me to shut up and don't scream at me. I'm not doing anything illegal. Okay.
Speeding, seatbelt, head cover.
Michael took Jessica's documents and went back to his cruiser to write a speeding ticket. The traffic stop could have ended peacefully, but instead, the trooper chose to escalate the situation further with an unexpected action.
Alright, listen, you are received citations for speeding. Insurance. What? Listen to me, this is your traffic stop. What you need to do is this is right here, you can read them. I'm explaining it to them. I'm required to. Right here. If you don't be quiet, you can go to jail. How's that?
Are you going to take me to jail for what? You're not doing this. You're not doing this. What are we doing? Why am I going to jail for?
Get out.
Problem.
Get out right now. Get out. 3. I'm about to tase you. 3. 2.
What?
Disorderly conduct. Get out.
Are you kidding me?
Resisting arrest right now. Put it in park.
Crazy asshole. What are you doing?
Michael had no reason to escalate the situation with unnecessary aggression. He should have simply handed Jessica the citation and left. However, his refusal to back down led to the situation worsening.
What the fuck? What, you gonna shoot me? 33 on me, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Jessica faced excessive force when she was tased and forcibly removed from her car by the trooper. He then illegally handcuffed her and made her stand in front of the police cruiser while she cried hysterically. Jessica was in a difficult position, and that's when the trooper began to justify his actions. It became clear that he was aware he had violated the law.
Come over here. Have a seat. You don't listen unless I raise my voice, apparently.
I'm not your child.
You're entitled to what?
I said I'm not your child.
I don't give a when you don't want to listen to me, it's going to happen that way. So now, you can go to jail for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. And public profanity, right there.
You cussed me. The car's running.
I don't give a running or not.
Now you want to cuss.
Major malfunction. Doing the damn listen on one side.
My major malfunction is him. Why don't you play back the video cam, the body cam, and just be done with it?
Hold on. You don't tell me my job, man.
You just asked me what my malfunction was. You just asked me a question.
Have I raised my voice? Have I yelled at you? No, ma'am. I'm a supervisor. Let me explain this.
Okay.
I didn't bring it down. I didn't bring it up.
He's got his radio on, the speakers on.
Today's not the day.
I can't hear you.
Soon after, backup arrived, and they began searching Jessica's vehicle. It was becoming increasingly shocking to see why she was being treated this way. The trooper also explained the arrest to his colleagues, revealing that his enormous ego had led him to make a significant mistake.
She wanted to argue with me about she wasn't seeing the car in front of her was doing a lot of masters and all this other crap, and I'm trying to talk to her, and she just kept interrupting me. I said, you ain't entitled to raise your voice, you ain't entitled to do anything to hold my team. And she kept saying something. I said, shut up. And she, oh my God, I'm getting my camera. I said, get the camera. I'll be back shortly. So I wrote her 4 violations. Came back trying to explain them to her. She tried to rip the damn ticket out of my head. I'm like, oh, don't you where I'm in go. Causing a scene.
Y'all good? Y'all need me to come back down? Nah,
I got her to do it. I got to take it out. I was going to originally take her to jail for the dang tag now. Instead of just writing her ticket. I didn't write that ticket yet. I just wrote the other for her. Now that's my 5th one. And she said I'm not getting legal here, but I'm not for sure. I think it is.
Jessica was taken to jail and cited for several violations, including speeding, an expired tag, careless driving, and a seatbelt violation. After reviewing the video of the incident, Michael's supervisors ordered him to attend a de-escalation class and granted him a 3-day leave. A few months later, Trooper Michael was terminated from the department. He appealed the decision, and after some weeks, the tribunal concluded that he had not violated any laws. He was reinstated to his previous position and compensated for the days he was out of work. Charlie, an ordinary person, went through a tough situation after an off-duty cop named Ethan Ferran stopped him from hunting on his own land. Things only got worse as time went on.
No, you never been caught. Good job.
I've never committed a
We don't
crime.
have that problem,
I don't have a record.
I'm going to build a house
I
back here. I'm going to build a house back here. And if I have
Over
problems
there?
with you, I will let you know, dude.
That's
it doesn't
fine.
have to go down this way, man.
No.
It doesn't have to go down this fucking way at all. But
I
you're
just
putting
said-
it this way.
No,
you're
I
pissing
didn't.
me off.
I
You
just-
don't listen to what we have to say.
I will put a phone here.
Where'd you park at?
About right up there by the gate.
By the gate.
You go across my property to get back here.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I
you go. It's a private. It's an easement that
easement.
come from my property. Yes, mine and Rogers.
Yeah, and we have access.
Yes. You are.
Yeah.
Officer Ethan had no clue he was being recorded. The footage shows him threatening and mistreating Charlie just because he was also hunting. It's shocking to see how a law enforcement officer can behave when off duty.
To do whatever you want to make it passable.
So let me guess, you parked on the other side of the
No,
where
it
you
came.
don't
The
have
easement
rights.
come from us. What?
Are you parked past the property line?
We have to get.
Do I need to tow your car?
to deliver the
You want to go
news
down
about
this road, man?
death
I'll
in the
play
family.
games.
You're going. What are you going to tow my car for?
If it's parked on our property, I'll tow it.
You don't have. You mean down past the gate? You got a gate. How can I park on your property?
Are you parked on the easement though?
No, I'm not blocking your way in
making sure
and
you're not
out.
blocking away.
But that's not your property. You can't arrest me for being on that. I just can't block you from getting in and out.
Right.
Nobody's blocking
to me,
you.
bud.
Listen, okay.
Yes.
This is how it's gonna go down. You can hunt here.
Right here. Okay.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Thank you.
It's your property.
Yes.
You
I appreciate
But if I
that.
find out You step
You
foot on this property.
Put 20 cameras.
Officer Ethan wasn't alone. His DNR buddy was even more aggressive. Both officers clearly told Charlie he couldn't hunt the specific deer they were targeting.
I'll listen till I listen, and I'll walk off. You can put 20 cameras here. I'm not doing something illegal.
Stop talking.
Walk off then.
If I find
Don't
out
walk
that
off
you
on my
walk onto
fucking
here,
property.
All right.
I'm going to arrest you for trespassing.
That's fine, sir. I don't want to trespass. I'm
get it,
putting
Doc.
orange things up to make it even more visible. I don't want to
shoot a
shoot
deer
no
across
deer.
here,
I don't want to shoot
I'm
no
saying
deer
if
on
you
you.
shoot a deer and it runs across,
No, yeah, I would call you
you
and ask for
you
fair
give me a
game.
call. I'm not talking with you.
Okay.
You call him.
Okay.
You tell him to give me a call.
No problem, sir.
I'm gonna come out here and we're gonna
Oh,
walk
yeah.
and find your deer and I'll help you find it.
I thank you very much, and
Don't-
I will not
don't
shoot on your
foot across
property.
this property.
I won't. I won't. I
mean, I don't know
got
how much
enough
more
acreage.
blatant I have to make this by spray painting purple
I'm not.
all along
You
here.
see
and
where I
still
said it?
you set up on across the line.
Oh, you mean right there? I
Oh,
could.
do I mean right? Yeah, I
That
mean
tree.
right there where
Well, you
set
painted
up.
this tree, and I lined it
Where
with the
I planted
tree.
That tree. Painted that tree.
Yeah, you painted
So
the
also
tree.
painted as well.
After all the threats, they warned Charlie that he'd be going to jail if he didn't obey. Aren't they going too far with that?
No, but I looked at the tree, and
all I'm asking.
I will, and
Now on.
and
Stay
I
on
won't.
your
And
property.
I have been.
I'm not having this issue again.
I ain't been on your property.
If
You
bring
got
the
cameras
weed back
everywhere.
on my property again, I'll take you to jail for that too.
You can take me
Don't
to jail.
smoke
I
weed
have
in
not
front of
been on
me.
your
You know
property.
there's cops that are back here.
I ain't on your property.
Weed's illegal.
Okay.
Don't get around here. If I
I
smell
didn't
it
smoke
again
no
around
weed
you, I'm
back
just gonna
here.
arrest
Charlie later went to the Clarksville Police Department to talk about what happened. The chief was quick to come and listen to his side of the story.
Hey, Chief, how's it going, buddy? Doing all right? Hey, man, it's good to see you again. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving.
Wasn't too bad, actually. Are you to see with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go again, Chief. Me
What
and
can I do
him-
for you, Chris?
We've actually gotten along pretty well on a few other incidents, so I'm hoping we can do the same. So this man contacted us to resolve an issue. He's kind of getting the old circle jerk from different agencies. I just wanted to kind of just break it down for you, Chief, so that you kind of know what it's about. This man owns property in Clark County.
Are you all related or
Good
anything
friends.
like here?
We're good friends.
Okay.
Yep. And he was hunting on his own property. You got a new officer by the name of Ethan Foreman, young feller.
He's not real new, but he's young, yeah.
And he threw a bit of a temper tantrum on this man, violated law, and was very aggressive. And it's an issue. So we're only here to kind of.
I'm sorry, where did this happen at?
He's wanting to go back to Clark County to do the report if there's criminal
That's
aspects.
Tisco, then yeah, Clark County would take care of that.
Okay, so we're not doing it wrong then?
No, sounds like you did it
Okay,
right.
that's what we were thinking, Chief.
So, once you get that filled out, let me know. We'll take that here at the window, we'll stamp it, let you know that's been accepted. There's a process we go through, our internals, and then we'll get your response on it.
You won't believe what happened next. A few days later, Officer Ethan returned to Charlie's house to ask about the video. With his career on the line, he should have thought twice before harassing Charlie. Quite a move, don't you think?
I turn it into the police. They'll give it to you, but I would give it to you. But you ain't here to do nothing but what? Check that if it happened.
Well, I'm here to get your side of the story. To be
Okay.
honest, because if he was being like that, then that's gonna go to our lieutenant. He's probably gonna get in some type of trouble or something. Okay, and me talking here to you today,
Yep.
I'm not trying to get him in trouble. I'm
Yep.
not trying to get you into trouble, but I need to know he's a, you know.
Okay, I won't give you the video, but I'll show you a piece of it that'll show you. Is that all right?
Charlie didn't hand over the video to Officer Ethan, but let him watch it, which was quite generous. After viewing it, Ethan said, "We are off duty and on duty. You understand how hectic that can be?" It seemed like he was trying to soften Charlie up and convince him not to file a complaint against them.
You can file a formal complaint against one of our officers.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if you're aware you can do that.
No, but I would like to for sure.
Okay. I'm not telling you to, but I'm telling you you can. Okay.
Yep.
All
I
right.
would like to. I tried to.
I can give you that information.
Yep.
I can give you that information if you would like it.
And another question. You're an officer.
Yep.
You heard. I didn't show you all this, but you heard enough of it to see how they was coming at me, how they was escalating. I was saying, "Sir, sir, sir." Why was there not any kind of incident or anything wrote or reported on me at all for them to be coming at me like that? And do you not do incident reports if you pull over somebody or think they're game
So here's the
trespassing?
He was off duty. Both of them were off duty.
Then why they going to arrest me and search me? And
we have that power, but we don't have that power. You know what I mean? We're off duty. We're always on duty, but we're off duty. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Sounds like whichever one's convenient.
Well, so I mean, essentially that means the fact if we're driving down the road and there's a bad car accident.
Yes.
You know, that's what I mean by always off duty.
Officer Ethan claimed that his friend wasn't doing well lately and that he regretted his actions. But wasn't it a bit too late for an apology? While Ethan kept talking about how ashamed he was, Charlie listened, but felt that none of Ethan's explanations could justify his behavior.
You know, however you want to do it, but I can go, let me run in my truck real quick and I'll get our district's number.
Yep.
They're there 8 to 4 on Monday. You can call our post. It's the District 8 headquarters. It's actually in Clark State Forest.
Okay. I'm still kind of cloudy on the question I ask you is, you see how they come at me, and Logan too. Why is there not a report
on them or on you?
On me filed before today?
There's not going to be a report.
Okay. Why would an officer come at somebody, or a warden come at somebody like that, and not file any kind of report on it?
If it were someone else, they might not have listened to Ethan's excuses for that long. Charlie was patient enough to hear him out.
That seems like...
Because he wanted me to do it because he felt like it was going to be biased.
Why 4 days later?
Why 4?
And why if you thought I was trespassing in the first place with his neighbor, I know it's standard protocol to call a third-party warden or copy, and that's not in the incident to come and take.
This situation shows how Officer Ethan Foreman of Clarksville, Indiana, quickly demonstrated that he was unfit for law enforcement. His inability to control his ego while off duty and his harassment of locals he was supposed to protect revealed serious issues. On September 12, 2021, Deputy Dustin Hatton from the Caldwell Parish Sheriff's Office was patrolling a highway when he saw a car parked on the road and a man urinating outside. As he got closer, he realized the man was Jody O'Beer, the Louisiana Chief of Police. To his surprise, Jody seemed intoxicated, prompting the deputy to question him.
Did you get a call on me a while ago? No. We just pulled over to check on the vehicle, and I pulled over and I had to pee so bad because we dropped her friend off at the Circle K in Monroe. And I had to pee so bad. And I pulled over and y'all pulled up and I was peeing and I saw the less than 4 hours. And you said, Jody, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, you can call for Thomas and pull that car on a record. I really don't care. But
Following protocol, the officer asked Chief O'Beer to perform field sobriety tests. However, the chief's reaction was so shocking that it made one question the integrity of the entire system.
If I offered SFST right now, how would you perform? Cops, I'm going to say no. We've all been trained that way. You don't do FFST. We all know that. If you say no, plain and simple. Would you provide a breath sample? We've all been trained to say no. So we've all been trained. All of us here. All 4 of y'all. Like, you know that. Like, you won the academy before me and Matt won the academy after me. You say no. So we've all been trained. Jody, you know you put us all in a real bad spot right now, right? I mean, pulling over and being like, it is what it is. Like, I'll do it, but I'm gonna say no, and I mean, I'll hire a lawyer, but I mean, I know, but we've all been trained that way. I'm saying no, I'm not gonna provide any of that, and you hire a lawyer. It's gonna say you're guilty.
Chief Jody completely ignored the laws and protocols acting with entitlement. This behavior highlights how some officers view field sobriety tests. Any regular person who refused them like that would have been handcuffed immediately, and the chief was about to face the same consequences.
Daddy, here's the deal. You're standing on the side of the highway peeing. Okay, urinating. All right. The odor of alcohol that's coming off of you, man, is extreme. The car reeks of alcohol.
I mean, yeah, we just had 3 people in that car that I just dropped off. Well, 2 of them I dropped off, and one of that Circle K with 200 people behind me.
Spin around for me, Joe.
Yes, sir.
You can put me in your bag, please.
Yes, sir.
Is there any way I can help?
Ma'am?
Is there any way I can help?
Call a ride.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
You have my phone. Call this or handle it.
Dispatch. 1015 for 35.
Don't have anything.
No. All my stuff is inside the car.
Thankfully, the deputies didn't back down and went ahead with the arrest. Despite this, Chief Jody kept trying to explain himself, attempting to avoid the consequences of his actions.
Brother showed up, and she got in the truck with him. Her friend got in the truck with her, and we come home.
Okay. All right. Well, he's gonna let Fergus. He's gonna give you an opportunity to submit the breath sample if you want to.
Yeah.
If you're good and all you have is you're gonna be up.
Come on,
if you're
like none of us.
If you're under the limit, we're gonna bring you right back to
If that's not true. But you know, you legally can't. Well, you legally can't.
Absolutely. If you're under arrest for suspicion of DWI, and you submit a breath sample below the legal limit.
Well, you legally can't drop someone off to their vehicle that's had at least 1 alcohol beverage. You can't do that.
If I was gonna bring you back to your vehicle to drive,
but you can't drop them off that vehicle.
She's calling a ride, right?
But she's had more to drink than I.
But she's calling a ride is what I'm saying. If someone comes to pick her up and you submit a breath sample that's below the legal limit, you're not over the legal limit, we're not going to arrest you for DWI. We'll bring you back here to ride with whoever you contact.
Yeah.
The chief's behavior was troubling, and the deputies were initially polite due to his position. However, they eventually had enough and decided to end his excuses, escorting him to the police cruiser to take him to the station.
She's trying to make a phone call now, yeah.
Yeah, legally. That's the right.
What is? I'm not going to allow you to drive. That's what I'm saying. If you submit a breath sample, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. No.
And you're under the legal limit of alcohol.
Yeah. But
I'm not going to book you under a DWI if you submit a breath sample less than 20 liters.
Yeah, I know. I would not pick you up. That's still a really gray area.
Like I said, I mean, it's up to you, 100%.
I understand. That's a really gray area.
Let's walk back here real quick to his unit before any cars come. I don't want to get run over. Me and Matt almost got hit just a second ago. Good?
To the Tahoe or the truck?
No, the car in the back.
Oh, shit. Okay. Red is killing me. Okay.
He's got some really bright lights on this unit.
Jesus Christ.
It's a little one.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They can't even talk, man.
At the police station, Jody's handcuffs were taken off, and another officer began discussing the breath sample with him. However, the situation took a turn when the officer received a call from the police captain, who pressured them to release the chief immediately.
I want to make sure what I'm saying.
No, I understand.
Kevin wants to talk to you. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Okay, that's correct. No, sir. He's done said he's going to do a refusal, so it'll be 8 hours before he can bond. Gotcha. Yes, sir. You need to holler back at, okay. Well, maybe this guy here, you know, like I said, no problem at all. He's very cooperative and, you know, you ain't gonna have no trouble at all out of him. Yes, sir. I'm sure he'll be bonding out after his 8 hours. Yes, sir. About 2:30 is what time he came in, so just back it up to about 2, because that's probably about what time that actually occurred. So 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 o'clock. Yes, sir. No, hey, You will be bonded out, correct?
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir. That's correct. Yes.
The officer asked the chief some questions about his night out before proceeding with the breath test.
All right, we've got a few questions.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any physical defects?
No, sir.
Are you hurt?
No, sir.
Are you ill?
No, sir.
Have you taken any medication or drugs in the past 24 hours?
Yes.
Okay. When did you last take any medication?
About 11 a.m.
Okay, so that would have been on the 11th?
Yes, sir.
11. What did you take? You know how to spell that?
Yes, sir. Which one do you want?
Yeah, first, it don't matter what. And what was the other one? And the amount did you take?
25 milligrams a week.
Okay, and it said medication reason. What's that? That's for. Have you been to a doctor or a dentist recently?
No, sir.
Like I said, this is your copy.
Well, I mean, do you want to get that?
Yeah, we could do it. And look, when I get back to the office,
yes,
we have some more paperwork we have to do.
Okay.
And because this printer doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then when I print out your driver license forms and other stuff, I'll run it back down here too.
The deputies were very patient with the chief, who refused to provide a breath sample. He was held for 8 hours and then released without any charges. There's no information on whether he ever gave a breath sample, as the police department hasn't released any updates. Police got a call from a grocery store reporting that a man inside had a weapon. When officers arrived at the store's parking lot, they pointed a weapon at the vehicle as they approached. Inside the vehicle were 3 unarmed children, who were the stepchildren of the suspect, Naftali Israel. Naftali was arrested, but he didn't have a weapon as reported. The release call between dispatch and the caller showed that the caller had described Naftali and said he was carrying a weapon.
I was wondering if we could get an officer right away over here to do a drive-by. I have another customer that has left the premises, but they reported an individual in a gray silver Cadillac who is still sitting in our parking lot, a black young male with a white hoodie, and the customer that witnessed it and saw it said that this gentleman has a... Okay. That he saw him with a...
And he's in a gray Cadillac and he has a white hoodie on?
Correct, and he's sitting in the driver's seat of it. It's a 4-door silver Cadillac.
Naftali comes out of the store, and the officers tell him to stop moving. They inform him that they received a call saying he had a weapon. The officers surround him and order him to put his hands behind his back.
Right there.
Stop.
Why do I have to stop? Because we got a call that you have a... All right. I have a... Yes. What are you talking about?
Just keep your hands up, sir. That's fine. We're just going to check it out.
I'm speaking plain English here.
Put your hands behind your back. Just put your palms together. Interlock your fingers. Put your palms together.
Okay. My palms are together, sir.
Your palms, like that. There you go. Okay.
When we get a call, if we got it, this is how we have to do it. It's ridiculous. You know I work for the city.
Okay. We don't know that, sir.
Okay.
We're just trying to figure it out. Okay.
All right.
We're just going to pat you down and make sure you don't have any
All right,
weapons.
pat me down. I don't have any weapons.
What is your first name, sir?
My name is Brutality Israel.
The officers pat Naftali down and ask for his name. Naftali follows their instructions and says he doesn't know why someone would say he had a weapon.
Mr. Israel, we're going to check you out.
Why would you get a call and you had... I don't know what's going on. I was in there shopping. My little girl could not keep the mask on her face. So I sent my 14-year-old and the other 2 to the car to sit down and wait for me to finish food shopping. As far as I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay. We'll go check it out. So we appreciate your cooperation. We're going to try to figure this out. So just thank you. Thank you for your time. We don't know what's going on. We're going to make sure it's safe and we do everything as far as precautions. But all the information came out that we got. Match your description with this vehicle.
This is ridiculous.
Well, and that's what we got. That's all we got. I can even show you the notes.
Ridiculous.
So, all right.
Naftali explains what he was doing in the store and how he left after hearing a woman say she had called the police.
Okay, all right.
I'll stay with him real fast, okay. And then you go with Sarge. So, yeah.
I've been in the store the whole time.
Well, and then
I paid for my kids' candy, and I sent them back to the car. Opened the door for them, sat them down in the car, and went back in to finish shopping.
Yeah, I don't know.
This woman, I heard her talking to a white lady, and the white lady's like, yeah, I called the cops because there's kids outside in the car. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute. My 14-year-old and my kids are outside in the car. Let me go out there and find out what the hell's going on.
Right.
Naftali was released, and later, the officer came to his house with groceries from Safeway and apologized. On October 28, 2023, an officer from the Bluefield Police Department saw Yolanda Elliott supposedly running a red light while driving a bus. The officer pulled her over, and the situation escalated rapidly, with the entire exchange recorded on the officer's body cam.
Just run a stop sign? Stoplight?
No, it was green, sir.
It was red.
No, sir, my light was green because I pulled out right behind my bus.
Yeah, well, it was red because when we was getting ready to turn, our light was green. We had to wait on your bus to get out of the middle of the road to go through it.
Oh,
So I'm gonna need your license and the information to this bus, please.
Guys, I seen your hand go up, and I was like,
Yeah, it was completely red.
what in the world?
Yeah, like the car in front of me tried to go, but they had to wait on you to get out of the middle of the intersection because our light was green.
That's why I seen my bus go, because we had just had the lights on.
And the bus might have been running it too. One in front of it. Might have been yellow.
Where's my license? And you're going to have to bear with me. Okay, here.
West Virginia's protocol requires officers to avoid arguing or debating with individuals. They should perform their duties according to the law and resolve situations efficiently. During the encounter, Miss Elliott claimed she entered the intersection when the light was green, while the officer insisted it was red or at least yellow.
But yeah, my light was green. That's why I'd have never run a red light, especially right there.
It wasn't green. That's the thing. If it was green on the bridge, but when you went under it, it was completely red because it was our light was green, which means your light was red for a good 5 seconds. Because we had to wait on you to get out of the middle of the intersection for our bus.
I was paying. I'm so sorry because
The officer appeared to misrepresent the situation to the arriving backup. Initially, Mrs. Elliott had her sunglasses on, but she took them off to show her documents. Despite this, the officer falsely claimed she had put them on to hide her eyes.
Really super small. Should go back on a Yolanda Elliott. They think they're exempt from getting pulled over, but obviously her light was completely green. Which means her light was red, and she went through the middle of the intersection. We had to wait on her to get out of the intersection before our line could even move. Oh.
Your Elliott subject is license 2 points.
Hey Siri, call control.
People have the right to keep their medical information private, protected by the 14th Amendment's privacy rights. The officer's insistence on full disclosure could violate Mrs. Elliott's legal rights to equal protection and fair treatment. Moreover, suggesting that pupil size and sleep deprivation indicate wrongdoing could be manipulative, especially considering that Bluefield police officers aren't medical experts.
So, what I feel like we should do to cause less trouble for the people on the bus, you probably should call somebody and let them come get the people off the bus real quick. Because I'm going to run you through field sobriety test, okay?
Okay.
And then we're going to go from there, all right?
You want me to call my boss?
Call somebody.
Okay.
Let them know you got a bus out here and you got to stop by. Well, what about this bus right here?
He's got to go. He's running another bus, so let me call my boss.
So make it pretty quick so we can get on the road with these tests, okay?
Mrs. Elliott's coordination, muscle tone, and ability to follow instructions were evaluated by the officer using a Romberg balance test. Although she passed the first 2 tests, the officer criticized her for counting 37 seconds instead of 30.
All right, one more time.
Okay.
All right. Next thing I'm going to have you do, okay, is just another balance test, all right? Well, first off, I guess we can do it right here. It's pretty. The modified Romberg. Yeah, we'll do it right here. We'll do the other test down there. All right, so what I want you to do, take your hands out of your pockets, put your feet together for me. All right? When I tell you to begin, all right, I'm going to tell you to tilt your head back. You're going to tilt your head all the way back, okay?
Okay.
When you tilt your head back, you're going to close your eyes. When you close your eyes, I'm going to tell you to begin. All right, when I tell you to begin, I want you to estimate the passage of 30 seconds in your head.
Okay.
All right. Once you get to 30 seconds in your head, you're going to tilt your head back down and say stop. All right. And that's going to be into that part of that test. Okay.
Okay. Let me get it. Let me say this
go
again.
ahead. Yep.
I'm going to tilt my head back. Count. Assume 30 seconds. Tilt my head back, close my eyes. Assume 30 seconds. Just sit my head back up, open my eyes, and
Say
say
stop. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and tilt your head back and close
Close
your eyes.
my eyes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
You can go ahead and take your sunglasses off. All right, tilt your head back and close your eyes for me.
Okay.
All the way back. Go ahead and begin.
Despite this, the officer continued with another test, the finger-to-nose assessment. In this test, the officer looked for signs of intoxication like difficulty following instructions, swaying, eyelid or body tremors, speaking during the test, and failure to touch the finger to the nose.
Like I said, you want to keep your feet together?
I heard about this one.
There you go. Well, what do you know about it? Kind of, sort of like that. You ain't going to put your arms out like an airplane, though. All right, but what I want you to do, I want you to make a fist and turn your palms towards me, down just like this. There you go. Left hand. Right hand. Right hand.
Mrs. Elliott had trouble with the last two tests, especially the one-leg stand test. A more understanding officer might have considered her age and mentioned sleep deprivation as reasons for her difficulties.
1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020.
Okay. 20 seconds. I heard 30. All right.
The officer breached Mrs. Elliott's privacy by revealing her medication details without consent and falsely accused her of dishonesty about when she took her medication. This misconduct had serious consequences for her personal and professional life. Although Mrs. Elliott was arrested for DUI, her blood test results were negative, leading to the charge being dropped due to lack of evidence. She did, however, pay a fine for a traffic violation. No further updates are available at this time. On June 19, 2022, 34-year-old Detective Robert Strand found himself in serious legal trouble when it was revealed that he had illegal videos on his phone. Security camera footage shows a covert operation carried out by the New Mexico Attorney General's office.
Sir, can I have you do me a favor? Sit your paperwork on the tailgate right there. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me. Go ahead and relax your legs. Okay. I want to get you into this vehicle quickly. Okay. But I don't want you to take anything you don't need to have. All right. Need to double lock these for you. Too tight on you? No, that's okay.
Robert was handcuffed before he fully grasped what was happening. The officers seemed to want to handle the case discreetly, likely because of Robert's position in the force. It's troubling to see such favoritism, as no one, especially someone in his position, should get special treatment.
Quickly, because I don't want to make a big scene here. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. When I get him over there, I'll get him into a place where when I transfer the wheel, we'll search him better. Okay. But I just don't want this out for you guys. Okay? Okay. All right. We're going to get out of the way. All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
The seriousness of the situation becomes clear as Detective Strand is told about the charges against him. The severity of the allegations, possession of child pornography, casts a dark shadow, destroying any sense of normalcy.
We're going to turn you over to Rio Rancho Police Department for transport and detention. Okay. And is it going to be this jail here or Santa Fe? Do you know? Sir, I don't. I'm unaware of how. Yeah, I'm unaware of how Rio Rancho deals with these types of detentions. I don't know. But I'm sure, we'll advise them of who you are. Okay. And so that'll be taken into consideration, of course.
I really wish you guys would take me, Jeff, because Rio knows me just as well. That's what's the baddest.
We've made it a policy we utilize New Mexico State Police or local jurisdictional officers to transport for us, so... that's kind of how we run the process.
By this point, Robert appeared to realize how serious his actions were and began to fear the consequences. It's clear he should have thought about this before.
Where'd the other agent go?
He's in our command post here. Oh, yeah.
You want to speak with him?
I don't think he can answer any of my questions.
If you have something you'd like to ask him, I'm sure he'd be willing to try to answer.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
I didn't have anything to say about my opinions. But it's not a big deal.
Well, I can have him come by. Not a problem, man. Hey, this gentleman would like to ask you a couple questions if you have a minute. All right, sir. Thank you. He'll be right out.
Robert was arrested and taken to jail, facing 2 felony charges related to child crimes. After being released, he was forced to resign from his job. On May 1st, 2024, Morgan Branch, a mother of 3, was driving down the road with her kids in the back when a couple of Kentucky state troopers pulled her over. What happened next was downright shocking.
6-1, Morgan Branch. I got my children in the car. You better back.
You better back.
Shut my door up.
Don't tell me what.
Shut my door.
Damn! I run this.
Get out my face. My children are in the car. I can't. This is a standard with no e-brake. I ain't doing anything wrong. What the fuck is this? You will not take my phone. This is a normal traffic violation, and you are in denial of rights under the color of.
Put your finger in my.
I am buckled. I am no threat to you. You will. Back. Get your superintendent now.
The officers quickly became physical with the woman, who had done nothing wrong. Despite her repeated assertions that she could not get out of her vehicle, the cops did not seem to understand her situation.
My vehicle will drive off.
Emergency brake on.
Ma'am, you will be your lieutenant right now. Don't work. I said that 5 times.
Look at me.
Get your lieutenant now.
We don't have a lieutenant out.
My kids are in this car. There's no e-brake on it. I'm not, and I am recording this entire interaction.
We are too.
I went and got my children from McDonald's.
The female trooper was the aggressor and didn't use any verbal communication. Several other officers arrived on the scene, attempting to de-escalate the situation.
Why are you screaming at us?
She's screaming at me. She came up nasty as hell.
Okay, I said, did you not see the lights? Is what I
and
said.
I pulled into here.
You went
Good
in
for
here
you.
Pretty recklessly with children in the car. You
I am not reckless as hell. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And this is a normal traffic stop. You are a snotty girl. This is a normal traffic stop. You are all... Yes. Yes,
Have
yes.
you provided your driver's license?
I provided my social, absolutely. I have registration. This is a normal traffic stop, and you are in violation, denial of rights under the color of law, in which I will prosecute in your agency. Yes, ma'am, I will. Don't think my family ain't lawyers.
The officers showed no regard for the woman or her young children in the back. They continued to be abusive and refused to allow her any relief.
No, ma'am. No, sir. I am not. You all are out of control. Absolutely out of control. This is a normal traffic stop. Please get my stuff. Write me my ticket for my false insurance.
You shut up. Tell me what to quit doing, all right? Because I'm getting pissed off. And you don't want me to get pissed off, all right? So I need your name and I need your date of birth and I need to write.
Morgan Branch, 11/9/1999.
What's your
Please
middle
shut my
initial?
door. Paige. Shut my door.
Have
You
you
have
been
woken
drinking
up
or
my
smoking or
children.
anything like that?
No.
What's your date of birth again, ma'am?
11/9/1999.
The female officer was then removed from the situation and a supervisor arrived. At that point, Morgan tried to explain what had happened earlier.
She said, can I I need your license. I went to reach in to grab my registration, my license right here. What are you reaching for? Girl, you told me my license.
Yeah, I was right here for the whole thing.
I was not reaching fast. She asked for my license, so I went right here in my glove box and got my license and registration. Well, my license ain't on me, but...
Yeah, we don't want to scream. We don't want to cause a scene.
Oh, they're gonna be. I don't want my children to trust. No.
Yeah. You'll teach them to be a sovereign citizen because you know the color of law.
Absolutely.
The male trooper was no different from the others. It seemed as if they had a personal issue with Morgan, as they refused to acknowledge their mistake.
You don't know jack about nothing.
I know plenty.
You wouldn't know from Shinola.
I know a bunch.
Trooper Mitchell will be up with you shortly, okay? I expect to be not hear any screaming.
Who the hell's Mitchell? Is that the blonde?
That's the female trooper. Okay?
Can you please, I request one of you to hand me my ticket?
Sure, I'll hand it to you.
Okay, I'll take you. Thank you.
The trooper continued to protect his female colleague and attempted to shift the entire blame onto Morgan, who refused to accept it.
More interactions with that woman.
I don't think any of us want another interaction with you, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm doing pretty good, cooperating well with you. You're calm, we're communicating pretty effectively.
Yeah, there's no need for screaming. I hate screaming, I hate hollering. There's no need for that.
We're communicating.
It's childish, to be honest with you.
I don't know what the hell her problem was.
I'm not talking about her.
Well, I know you ain't talking about me.
I am.
Well, you got opinions or ass? Everybody's got one.
Yep. Some have bigger asses than others, too.
Mm-hmm.
Some have whole asses.
How many cars you got on me right now? 5?
Stop cussing.
It's freedom of speech. I can just cuss freely. I'm not menacing or cussing at you.
Morgan waited in her car for her ticket for an expired tag. She continued to wait for a supervisor to arrive, but no one came.
Okay.
I don't like cussing.
I'm sorry. You're offended. You're a police officer. I hope you'd have much greater shoulders on than that for me cussing freely.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you think I was West Virginia?
I thought that's where you was from.
Morgan posted the interaction on her Facebook profile, where it has received hundreds of shares and sparked outrage over the trooper's behavior. As the case is still recent, there are no updates from the Kentucky State Police yet. We can only hope that they will take action to discipline their officers. Morgan has stated that she plans to file a complaint soon. In October 2015, Corey Dickerson, a father of 3, was out jogging at night and decided to take a break under a streetlight. During this time, Officer Kenneth Price arrived and began to illegally demand his ID.
I live in Talladega.
Just get off work, or what are you doing?
Have I done anything wrong, first of all?
Well, no, we have to ask that, because, see, at night we have to check. And, see, we've had a lot of burglaries and thefts and stuff like that going on. We don't know who you are.
Oh, well, I'm nobody.
You see?
I'm nobody.
You see, look at our job, our point. We don't know what you're doing out here. You see?
Right now, I'm just minding my own.
Well, where are you going?
Nowhere in particular.
Nowhere in particular. Looks like you've been running. You've been running?
Yeah.
Where you been running from?
Just around.
Just around?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you going to?
Nowhere in particular.
You got some ID on you?
I do, but...
What's your name?
Corey.
The officer had no reasonable suspicion to stop Corey and was engaging in racial profiling by citing recent burglary threats in the area. Soon after, the officer moved closer, exited his car, and proceeded to detain Corey.
Can I get your name, sir?
My name is Officer Price. You can get that on video.
Price?
Price.
Price, can you have a badge number? Yeah, everything's going on video.
See,
Everything.
This is what we do all night. Okay? It's not just you that we stop.
Well, it was a cop. That was a police. Matter of fact, that looks like him right there.
Really?
I've seen him pass me twice, and he didn't have any reason to stop me.
Right?
Right.
Okay, now I've explained to you the reason why I stopped you. If everything comes back, I'll let you go.
And I'm pretty sure he seen me earlier, so I'm pretty sure he could tell you exactly what I was doing when he seen me.
Moments later, another police officer arrived on the scene. Corey explained that he had seen this officer running around the blocks earlier. The officer confirmed this, but despite the confirmation, it seemed that Corey's illegal detainment was not going to end anytime soon.
I don't know you. You know, you ain't never met me, have you?
Nah, you don't look familiar at all, Tim.
Not many people do know me around here. That's why I get out on people. I try to, normally, if you see me out with somebody, it's just me getting out and see a crowd on the walk. Just talk to them, get to know who they are, find out find out what they're doing. Just so whenever I know I'm getting my butt whooped one day, maybe somebody be inclined to help me out a little bit.
All right. I hear that.
If I tell you something Are you going to automatically believe me every time I talk?
I don't believe anybody.
Exactly. There you go.
I mean,
we don't believe nobody. 90% of the people we talk to lie to us about everything we talk about.
And that's why I didn't believe him when he said that he had reports of burglars. I've lived over this side of town for 15 years. I haven't heard any burglars.
We just got off of right here. Girl just got her house kicked in twice in 1 month.
What's her name?
Yeah, I can't remember her name. She's from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
She moved down here about 2 months ago. Got her door kicked in twice in 1 month.
I don't know her.
Anymore, trust me.
No, I don't know her then. I probably would have heard that if I'd known her.
But that actually did happen. I had to go in there and clear it out for her because she was scared to death to go back inside her house when she got home and her door was wide open. I ain't gonna lie about that. We have had some burglars, not many, between the burglars and the shootings and everything going on here.
I mean, I understand the shooting. But those what I understand was those was a whole bunch of little teenagers. I'm a grown man. I got 3 kids.
Despite Corey clearly stating that he would not provide his ID, the officers continued to question him, prolonging the illegal detainment.
Or enough, he could even arrest you for failure to identify to a law enforcement officer.
Is that a real law?
It's a real law.
I am going to look that up tonight if I don't go to jail.
Look on your phone, tell me what time it is.
Huh?
What time is it?
It's recording right. It's still recording now.
Last I checked, it was what, 12:20?
12:44 now.
12:44. 12:44. You out here in the middle of the intersection, business right there, a bunch of houses around here. You sweat. I saw you run.
I was saying, you know why I'm sweating though.
He doesn't. He's out here. He's the one who made the initial stop. All right. All he's asking is for a name and date of birth so we can check you out, make sure he ain't got no warrants or anything like that. That's all this boils down to.
And then that's another thing. I might do have warrants on me. I'll be a fool to give you guys my name, then I go to jail and lose my job. I don't have any bail money, no bond money.
Eventually, Corey stopped recording, and a few minutes later, the cops released him without charging him or obtaining his ID. When the incident went viral, the Talladega Police Department received several complaints about the 2 officers. However, the department claimed the officers' actions were within legal bounds and refused to take any action against them. While Corey was eventually let go without harm, his rights were violated through the illegal detainment. In June 2018, First Amendment auditor and YouTuber Northeast Auditor was filming the Middletown Police Department to exercise his First Amendment rights when an officer approached and confronted him.
The reason I chose to come down to Middletown was a video that was posted a couple years ago of a gentleman doing the exact same thing, and he actually gets detained, which is kind of ridiculous. They end up leaving him alone after a little while, but so that's the reason I try to come out and maybe see if they, learn their lesson, so to speak, or.
What are you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
243 out. Made at Dingwall, so we're filming.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What are you doing?
Just got some footage.
Okay. We have a bit of a security concern with someone filming the rear lot of the PD.
It is a security concern for a First Amendment protected activity.
Officer Pixley from the Middletown Police Department wasn't pleased with the auditor filming the cars and proceeded to ask him a few questions.
I'm on a public walkway, right?
We're on a public walkway, but it's not normal behavior for someone to film the rear lot of the PD.
Independent journalist getting content for a story.
Okay, all right.
What's your name and badge number?
Pixley, P-I-X-L-E-Y, 10840.
Thank you. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're free to go.
Thank you.
Just with everything going on because we don't like it when people film our rear lot. It raises our awareness.
It's one of those things you don't have to like it. It's a First Amendment protected activity.
Yeah, and you don't have to like me talking to you, but I'm here talking to you.
You have no reason to talk to me. You always talk to
citizen contact.
You always talk to citizens performing
Just
legal
say
activities.
yourself, you're standing on a public sidewalk.
Yep. This is what the taxpayers of Middletown are paying you to do?
Filming in public is protected by the Constitution, and just because it seems unusual doesn't make it illegal. The auditor continued filming despite Officer Pixley's attempts to intimidate him, as the officer wouldn't leave him alone.
Good to know.
Absolutely. What's your name?
I don't give out my name to strangers.
What are you filming?
Just getting content.
What's it for?
Myself.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's great.
You just gonna follow me around?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sidewalk.
Come for a walk.
I will.
So this is what they're paying Middletown PD. You not gonna come?
You have a wonderful day.
You too.
The officer tried to force the auditor to leave the area, but the auditor stayed in his car, observing that the officer wasn't backing off.
So, as you can see, this is what you get in a police state. Decided he wants to come, but luckily that's the walk of shame. It's good to know that this is what the taxpayers of Middletown pay for. Heightens our awareness, like he said. It's quite comical when performing illegal activity on a public sidewalk.
The officer couldn't get any information from the auditor and left looking embarrassed. Shortly after, the auditor also departed the area. On June 28, 2023, officers pulled over Mr. Matthew Wilson for an expired tag. Mr. Wilson stopped and cooperated with the officer. However, the officer soon shifted the focus, asking if Mr. Wilson had any narcotics. This surprised Mr. Wilson and made him agitated with the officer.
These officers are pulling me over. They said it was a tag. Now they're saying that I have no drugs. I'm a business owner. I'm late to pick up my wife. Now they're trying to tell me that I have to step out. I haven't committed a crime. This is Matthew Wilson, CEO of Addictive Culture Entertainment. I'm going to pick up my wife. I got pulled over, cited by these officers, saying my tag. Now they're pulling me over, talking about they want me to get out. No crime has been committed, and they have reasonable, articulable suspicion by constitutional law that I have to have drugs in my car, and they are therefore allowed to do a search on my car. Now, I've told you that I have no drugs in the car. I've told you that I'm not getting out the car because I know the law. I haven't committed a crime.
Mr. Wilson was correct. He hadn't committed any crime, and the officer lacked reasonable suspicion to search his vehicle. Despite this, the officer claimed he had received information from detectives suggesting the vehicle might be carrying narcotics.
If you have no a dog sniffing it will be...
Bro, you can bring your dog. Bro, you can bring your dog all you want. You're gonna look stupid as I'm a shoot. Okay. And I'm a suit. I don't have to sell drugs, bro. My family rich than a mother. I ain't gotta sell nothing. I'm set for life. You about to find out. Watch. Pull me over for a tag. They said it was a tag. Now they're saying I'm a... Detectives were following me.
As Wilson and the other officers waited for a supervisor to arrive, another officer came out and acted aggressively, almost forcing him to leave his car.
Sir? Excuse me, sir? A supervisor is on the way to talk to you, okay? But I do need you to exit the vehicle now.
I haven't committed a crime and I'm not getting out the car. You're not going to violate my rights. I know the rights. I got a lawyer. We got lots of lawyers.
I appreciate that, sir. But
I didn't even have to give him my information and I cooperated. If I was a dealer, why not run?
Okay.
If I was a dealer, why did I give him my... I know the law. I don't even have to give him my information.
Well, you do.
Because I haven't committed a crime,
okay.
Bro.
You operate your vehicle with expired registration.
That's not a crime, bro.
Yes, it is.
That's civil court, bro.
Okay, so listen to me, sir. For that. Sir, we're asking you nicely. Legally speaking, we have the right. The Supreme Court has already decided we can ask you to get out of the vehicle. You choose to not get out of the vehicle is a criminal offense in itself. We don't want to go that area. Go that route.
Watch this, y'all.
Okay, so a supervisor is on the way, but you need to get out of that vehicle because if you don't, we're going to remove you from the vehicle and you'll be charged with a crime.
You'll be violating my rights and I'm a super.
And that's your choice as an American citizen.
Wilson's resistance ended when the officer threatened him with arrest. Shortly after, a K-9 unit arrived and started sniffing around Wilson's car.
You racist bitch ass.
My apologies, you're losing your appointment there.
Your dog getting hit on my car. I know the cop tricks because I got a brother that's a cop. Your cop getting hit, your dog getting hit on. And when you don't find nothing, just make sure you show up and say it in court. Trust me, I got you. I want to watch him search my vehicle. That's my right. That's my right. I can watch him. search my vehicle. I'm right here.
You're not going to be right on his back.
I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right here.
Go back there.
I'm right here.
You got to go back there.
I'm not violating.
I don't want to put my hands on you, but you need to go back here.
I'm not violating nothing.
Please follow with me.
I have the right to
You have the right to
I got a
walk.
body camera on. There's not going to be anything.
Well, you stand right there then.
Let's please walk back, no, farther. Right where we were, because that's, right now, you do have the right to watch. That's fine. Farther, please.
As Wilson had anticipated, the K9 indicated the presence of something in the car, leading the officers to start their search. Additionally, Wilson wasn't allowed to watch them up close, as the officers continued to cause him trouble.
Violating my rights.
A little bit farther, all right? Thank you, thank you. Like I said, you're more than welcome to watch. That's fine. But please, when I ask you, please, at least respect that. Respect what I'm asking you to stay over here, please.
I respect people that treat humans like humans. I got drugs in the car, y'all. I got pounds of in here. I've been trafficking all over the globe. This is gonna be good.
So
I know the statute. I got a good lawyer.
So that case law, actually, so that case law says that in any traffic stop at any time, for any reason, an officer can ask a person to exit the vehicle.
The law also says I don't have to get out the vehicle. That's my constitutional right. No crime was committed.
It does.
The officers searched Wilson's car for a few minutes before concluding that there were no narcotics inside. This left Wilson even more agitated.
I'm not disrespecting
I don't know you, man. You don't know
I'm
me
not
either.
disrespecting you.
No, well, in a way, you're not letting me talk. I want to just explain things. That's all. I just want to talk to man to man. You understand what I'm saying?
Look, they done went front back. No drugs, guys. No drugs, guys.
And if not, we're out of here. If not, then no big deal. Okay?
I'm black and I'm in a Beamer. That's why. We can't have nothing without being drug dealers. I worked my off for years in construction. Life in America as a black man, y'all. I'm gonna make them famous.
Sir, you're welcome to sit back in the vehicle if you want to wait out here. For the supervisor, you want to wait in the vehicle.
I want you to give me my ticket so I can go to my appointment and pick up my wife.
You don't want to
talk to you've already disrespected. You just lied. He just lied and said that his dog hit on my car. Did you find any?
No, sir.
I know you didn't. Because I'm not no dick. Man, give me my ticket.
Okay, if you want to take a seat back in the vehicle.
The officers realized their mistake when they found nothing in Wilson's car, confirming his claims of racial profiling. Wilson then approached the officer who initiated the stop and confronted him about the incident.
Want to step out, or
you said somebody gave you intel that I was a drug and detectives followed me?
They gave me intel to stop a car, to identify you, and then also to sniff the car.
Who is these individuals that told you this? I have a right to know. My lawyer's going to want to know too.
Yeah, well, it'll be in a copy of our documentation.
A copy of your documentation?
Yes.
You're documenting me when I was originally stopped for my tag.
Yes, and that was my reason for stopping you.
But you're documenting me.
Everything is documented. It's everything is documented. Like this.
So who are these people? Where they follow me from? You said they followed me. Where did they follow me?
I don't have all that information. It was a really quick, brief conversation to catch up to your car.
But why? Because I was black?
It has nothing to do with
because
that.
Black people always have. It must be because black people always have.
I had no
That's
idea
why.
what your race was until I got up to you, sir.
Okay, but when you got up to me and seen that there was a black man behind the wheel of this brand new Beamer.
The officers showed no remorse for the illegal search and didn't apologize to Wilson. He received a ticket for his expired tag and left. Although he mentioned plans to file a lawsuit against the officers, it's unclear if he followed through. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.